Now we will check what's inside of this drone and see how it can be fixed if something is wrong. In this case, this drone fell into water, so we will just disassemble it and see how the electrical motors are connected to the main circuits, how the camera is connected to the circuits, whether the cables that come from the electrical motors are soldered to the main board or they are connected with plugs, which is important to know, because if you want to fix something, you want it to be fixed easily. But if you have to solder something and not just remove a part and plug a new part back, then it's a different story. Not everyone will be able to fix such a drone. In these drones, usually you need to remove the top cover of the drone, which is attached to the main body with some screws. So we'll remove the screws now. So now I removed all small screws that I see here, and after that I will be able to remove the top cover. It comes off easily. The LED lights from front headlights. So we see here the circuit boards and we see the connections. The cables here that come from the motors are soldered to the circuit board, which is not a good thing. In previous models, for example, you could see the plugs and sockets here, so you could just unplug these cables and replace this arm if you needed to. In this case, you will have to solder it, and as this circuit board has tiny elements in it, soldering cables to this board will be extremely difficult. One thing you could do, maybe cut the cables and connect them manually and then protect them with tape, but then you're adding extra weight, and of course then with tape it will be more difficult to fit this cable inside of the casing. So not a good thing for this drone then. And then another question comes, do I really need to fix this drone then? If it is cheap enough that I can buy another one, then maybe fixing these drones doesn't make any sense. But let's move on, see how these arms work and what's inside. For example, if you have a bad electric motor, you can replace it as well. When you look for spare parts for drones, you would usually find spare parts in the form of assembled arm with electric motor inside and the cables, or you could see only electric motor with cables sold separately, or gears. To get to the electric motor, you would have to unscrew these screws here. Once unscrewed, you would remove this cover. It comes off. It has some clips in there. With this model you have LED lights inside, and then as you can see, this is the gear, and of course to remove that gear you need to remove the propeller first. After removing the propeller, you can release the gear. As you can see, the mechanism is pretty simple. And then let's say your electric motor is bad, and then you just can replace this electric motor. They are sold separately as well, but the main challenge here would be to connect it back to this board. So all arms can be removed the same way. I also noticed here that they didn't even use any rubber rings here, so that the arms don't move too freely. In previous models I would notice that they would use rubber rings, but here there aren't any. They tried to make this model really cheap. The boards are attached to the casing with screws again. You can remove the screw. There are 2 screws here. And the board is removed. And here we can see that the camera module is connected with this plug here. Actually, that's what I was expecting for the electric motors as well. In other models I would see that they would have, instead of cables soldered to the circuit boards, they would have these plugs here. You could plug them into this board, but this is not the case here. As you can see here, water got on this board. The turn off and turn on button got oxidized. That's what I actually mentioned in my previous videos. First thing that you notice that something is wrong, that after falling into water, your drone starts reacting to the turn on and turn off button. So this is the part that detached after impacting a rock. You'll have to push on the clips to release this module. And here we see this is the camera with its own circuit board and another camera which is responsible for calibrating the drone. Then this camera itself is attached to the board with this mechanism here, and this camera also is attached to this board like this. So you have here several options. If your camera doesn't work, it could be that the circuit board is not good, so you could replace the circuit board. Also, this board is responsible for transmitting signal to the remote control in this case, or in other cases it would transmit Wi-Fi signal to your phone. Of course, it's difficult to diagnose what is wrong with the drone, especially for just regular users who don't have any knowledge in electronics. So it would be really difficult to say, for example, if this camera is not working or this camera is not working, or whether this circuit is bad. In any case, you would have to analyze the price of the drone versus the parts if you want to decide whether to repair the drone or not. But I would say these drones are really cheap, but as regular users don't have that much knowledge about electronics, there's a lot of chance that you buy a wrong spare part and in the end you will not be able to fix your drone. So maybe it's just a better idea to buy another new drone.